Hello, we are live. Take it away, Vader.
Yeah. Are you ready? Welcome everybody over here to Disorderly Decisions. Disorderly Decisions. That's what I said first time. I didn't fuck that up at all.
I mean, you did, but we'll let you go.
Shut your filthy mouth.
I brushed my teeth today.
Well, whatever. Now you're eating poop corn. So
No,
hush it.
He didn't want to
Well,
he was going to not put butter on it.
What?
Disgusts me.
Eat some dry ass popcorn.
Yeah. Sometimes you try and lose weight and you're not allowed to have flavor. So you have to do just like lame popcorn, okay?
Well, as you can see, I've never tried to lose weight once in my life.
I have tried multiple times. I have not succeeded yet.
Listen, in Soviet Russia, weight lose you.
I don't think I'm allowed to go to Russia anymore.
Anymore? What'd you do?
I'm not legally allowed to talk about it.
Well, you've already said it, so you're going down.
Well, maybe. If I'm not
Wait.
here next week, you know why.
Mr. Prime Minister, I know of a great option of a place to go to and invade.
This Monday night in Elderwynn brought to you by this tropical beer hug that I'm drinking from Goose Island Beer Co. They're delicious. And I'm not really an IPA guy, but I just like these. They're really good, delicious. I suggest you try them.
If only it was brought to you by...
You said they're really good, delicious?
What's delicious?
They're really good, delicious?
They're really good, delicious. Like, you have really good and then you have delicious, but these are really good, delicious.
Nice.
Yeah. 9.9% alcohol. It's almost 20 ounces, so if I slam this fast enough, my head will feel a little fuzzy.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And I plan to take a huge slug every time I crit on you guys tonight, so let's get this going.
I hope you have more than
hammered.
one can.
He's getting hammered tonight.
Short session.
Are you planning on racking a six-pack tonight? Because,
A 6-pack of 20 ounces would be fucked, dude.
well, I mean, you said every time you crit, so I'm just thinking realistically.
Vader, you have to remember, I'm in the game. What do you do to me?
I hope to just not have to roll dice tonight. I hope the only people that are rolling dice tonight are y'all, and I hope you get crits. That's when I'll select something.
Is Chug taking a shot every time he get a natural one, or like
I'll
get a
die.
natural one?
I will
think
die.
Don't do that to Chug.
Yeah, the last time that happened, he got cirrhosis of the liver. It took him 3 years to get back to us. Well,
I mean, was it Elderwynn last time we were playing that you didn't roll anything below a 20? Or was that Primrose the last time?
I think both.
I want to say it was probably, well, I didn't really roll dice last time we played Elder, so it's probably Primrose.
Well, there was that shark
Or
that was fucking us up.
Or it might have been Random Storms.
Oh yeah, that was
I know
that was the
shark
fight when
breaks
Zerag
off
was
of us.
when Zerag was dead.
Oh
And
yeah,
you were
yeah.
fucking us up.
I rolled pretty well that session. I'll pick out some dice tonight. I hope I don't need them. Like I said, I'm hoping you guys will carry us along. But let me do a little recap, seeing as it's been almost a fucking month since we've been here. Hey guys, welcome back to Elderwynn. This is something that we do on every other Mondays, but apparently for the last month it's been thrown to the wayside, hit by a proverbial tidal wave of sorts. As our party was actually hit by a tidal wave last session, thrown through multiple houses and just scattered all over the place. Right after coming off the harrowing seas and dealing with a shark that was attacking their ship and lightning bolts that were striking into them as they were on their way back from discovering that Sparky's father, her uncle, and presumably her father, had been abducted by Saghuans, as Desmond would call them. You guys hit the beach just in time for this tidal wave to come smashing into you. Again, throwing you through multiple buildings, destroying homes and businesses as it moves through. A precursor of what is to come that's been foretold in some of your dreams as of late. If you guys aren't successful in recovering this artifact that Sparky's uncle was researching, or warning the underwater city of Aquonis that the Sahuagin plan to somehow gain control of the water orb of or the orb of water destruction. As you guys were unconscious, knocked out from the waves, or the one tidal wave rather, you all went through your separate trials of sorts. Sparky, you had to deal with the devastation of your home. People that you knew, that you grew up with, close to, walked by almost every day. Now their homes lay destroyed and barren, and some of them are very badly injured. At this current moment, you don't know if there was any deaths. Shauna was shown a vision of her city, Aquonis, completely destroyed. Town, the streets running amok with undead sea elves. Penance was brought before his patron and was bit by bit torn into. A display of power and the maliciousness from Fierna in response to Penance's not only lack of, well, in her opinion, gratitude for the powers that she bestowed him, but the fact that an offer was made to her and was swiped from the table, an offer that she seems not to be able to just take for herself for some reason, an offer that was made for Desmond's bondage to her. But Desmond had his own meeting with a strange figure known as Pale Mask, the Master of Games. And a game they did play. A simple game of rock, paper, scissors. But this game had a bit of a sinister turn to it. With each throw of rock, someone was smashed in the face or punched in the gut. Paper sent dozens of cards flying and slicing into the skin bit by bit. And then scissors ended up cutting off Desmond's thumb. This game concluding signified the connection between Pale Mask and Desmond. And in turn, you all woke up or came to consciousness, and you had taken on the 5th level features. Desmond now finding himself in a pact with the Master of Games, a challenge of sorts to play out, see who would be the ultimate winner. Penance awoke with the ability to actually talk without a stutter. What lies for him power-wise, it remains to be seen. But Fianna sent him back with one final demand. If Penance wanted to be free of Fianna and the pact that they had made, he would have to give her something valuable in return. Not only for Penance's part, but for Desmond. 2 angelic souls. She directed him in some ways, to a being that is said to possess two souls within them. And Sparky confronted her mom about her father's past, a past that had been hidden to her, a past that included him and Sparky's uncle fighting together. And Sparky was gifted not only a set of armor, but I believe he chose a magical weapon. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think because she already had the
I
magical
think
weapon.
yeah,
been
you
the,
guys asked for the armor. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So switch that. You got a magical piece of armor that was once worn by your father. You guys talked a bit, discussed what you were gonna do. To which Desmond put forth the point. What could you do? You guys had this discussion before exhaustion finally took you, more in a literary sense for penance than some of the rest of you. But you eventually all bedded down for the night. And that is where we left off. Go ahead and roll a long rest, guys. The night goes without incident. The rain continues throughout the night, but it doesn't seem to be as heavy as it was earlier. And then once you hit long rest, let's roll our disorder die. And order die. D6, 1 to 3, is one for me. 4 through 6, one for y'all. We'll start it off with Sparky.
That's 3.
That's one for me. Desmond.
1 for me.
One for y'all. Shauna.
One for us.
One for y'all. Penance. Just as you walk away.
That's 2.
One for me, and then I will roll a dice as well. One for me. So 3-2.
Alright, you'll get them all eventually here.
That's okay. Spend them because that's what they're there for. And the more you spend, the more I can spend, and then the more you can spend. And there's an octopus on top of that box. I like that. I'm a big fan of octopi.
It's my dice box.
You gonna pull out the 70 sets that you had laid out last night?
50.
Yeah.
And there were 30 of mine.
Lord.
Y'all,
I thought
y'all
I
might
was
have a problem.
I thought I was sitting over here with a good dice selection. I have nothing on y'all.
Buy more dice.
I guess I have
have
to.
3 sets of dice.
I'm gonna go purple tonight.
The color of everybody's skin now that we've been beaten and bruised and
Yes.
We need something appropriate to the fact that we're about to go into the water.
Well, I don't want to
Yeah.
use my
Yeah,
blue
maybe.
dice that I keep using for Storm
That's
Kings.
pretty.
Those are my Storm Kings dice.
A little white, a little bit
Um,
water in it.
You guys wake up the next day, and it is not raining, but the sun is not out. Clouds still hang overhead, and they look like at any moment they could open up to a torrent of rain once again. penance with this long rest that we discussed before we got on.
Oh.
You are not gonna go down in exhaustion right now, seeing as those were brought on by dealing with your patron. It's a bit of a supernatural occurrence here. It doesn't make sense to have exhaustion drop off the same day that happened. That's just kind of for our for stream here because we've already discussed that. But everybody else should be long rested. If you gotta change your
Vader,
spells.
Would Adelaide have had a chance to
Adelaide.
Sorry, no, my God. Sparky. Sorry, have had a chance to attune to her armor before she went to bed?
You would have to spend some time to do that. And why don't you describe to us what that looks like?
I know she she'll probably top to bottom go through the armor to figure out what they are. I've never seen him before. Does it look like the armor that my uncle gave me before I left?
No. Your uncle gave you like some, essentially what would have been like their training, like armor, like still like, still efficient for combat, but no, this is something nicer.
She'll probably as I said, she'll look and she'll put it on to see if it fits her and adjust everything to her size. And then kind of polish it to make it look even better.
Okay. It feels very very lightweight. And as you put it on, you can almost smell the sea air, and it seems to be coming off of it versus just the actual air outside. That's all you get so far.
Oh.
There seems to be something else required to activate this armor.
Remind me again. So the rosary turned gauntlet is now full arm, or was it up to elbow now?
It's up to elbow.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Is your a hell chain armor the just add water and watch it grow kind, or what? When you hit by a tidal wave, your armor starts growing up your arm? There's something wrong there.
No, that's definitely not the case. She was not happy with my behavior as of late. To say it that way.
It's fair.
I guess as we wake up in the morning, I will, before we kind of get out and get going, I will bring the little taskmaster back. And so Saxibus returns. Very grudgingly. For some reason, there's an urge to have her around, despite her being his jailer.
Yeah, and like she has been lately, it's a painful process now, as she claws out of your flesh, of that arm, where the chain is, and as she comes out, she leaves behind her another link of chain that just kind of it's glowing red hot, and it sears into your flesh, and as like it settles in, it cools down to like that dull gray, forever linked into this like arm of chain that you now have going on.
Welcome back, monster. It's good to see you again.
She kind of bares her teeth at you and then turns invisible.
More's the pity I don't get your lovely company this morning. Stay close.
Shauna's probably been up for a bit before them, because of Elf. I imagine she's just kind of cleaning up some up outside, actually, because there was a, tidal wave that hit. So I imagine even up to this high point, there's debris in places. So she's just trying to help Sparky's mom out, clear out the yard.
It definitely is, and as like you're kind of out a little bit earlier, you're out before like the sun rises, and you watch as the sun begins to lift up. You can start to see out, down into the main part of the island where the village is, and you can see the destruction. Just what was once like beautiful like cobblestone paths that were lined with these like cherry blossom trees and stuff are now just covered in sand and debris and all types of just destruction.
Imagine to Shauna, she's just looking out and she knows we're on a time pinch, but she also knows that everybody she's with is completely banged up and just beaten down right now. But as she kind of just works quietly, she's mostly thinking of how fast can they get to Aquonis. All the same, it's just like her first priority. So she's just kind of doing that thing where you're up way before everyone else, and you're like, I gotta stay busy or I'll go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the second she hears like a noise inside, she will head inside.
The record: Desmond's dead to the world and will not move until somebody moves him. He is just doing his best to stay asleep.
How hard is a people's elbow to a sleeping man?
Desmond dies.
You do not get your long rest. You were awakened.
No, leave me. Just give me another 5 or 6 days. It'll be fine.
5 or 6 days. Yeah, the floor is y'all's. I mean, you guys know what's going on, what's been going on. Talk. What do you do?
Yeah, like you said, imagine Sparky's mom's probably the earliest riser. But the second she has an excuse to wake other people up, Sparky will go. Not Sparky, Shauna. That's Sparky.
You tell me. You tell her.
Shauna will go. Who does she want to wake up first? Well, that's something. Thanks for that. Yeah, she'll wake up the middle person on my screen here. So she'll go over. Yeah, but Sparky or Penance, I think she would have been gentle, but like, she'll like nudge Desmond with her shoe. The
No.
Archrice.
Give me it. I just need like 3 to 4 days. 3 to 4 days. 5 days. He just rolled.
No,
back.
Desmond, it's time to wake up.
Why? Last time I was awake, I died and was eaten by a shark and hit by a tidal wave. Let me sleep.
No,
damn it.
you didn't die. It's been a full day since you died.
You're right. I'm sorry. The last 2 times I've woken up, I had died and then was chased by an undead shark on a boat on the ocean in the storm and hit by a tidal wave. Remind me again why being awake's a good thing.
I died yesterday as well, so I mean, we just gotta get over this.
Waking up means you're no longer dead.
I know, but it means I can't die again, too. Now I gotta go through that twice. Alright, let me just grab my hat. And Desmond will reach out for his hat with his left hand and fail to pick it up. He doesn't have a fucking thumb. Oh.
Shauna will wince. She'll reach over and grab the hat and just put it on his head for him.
Well, he's still laying
Much
down.
obliged. Yeah, he has not stood up yet, so it's just like...
Right in his face.
Yeah.
Much obliged.
Get up, or I'll splash you with water, though.
Rude. That's honestly, that's dramatic as shit. Don't do that.
Oh, Shauna, it's okay. Let him be.
I will
We have
stab
a-
you.
We're not in a hurry to get up. I mean, we are, but he's been through a lot.
Well, just want to point out, we were discussing how we, if they get the one orb to the other orb, we all die.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, again, surface dwellers die.
Oh. That plane of white wasn't terrible. There were some pretty women there. Fine, get up.
We'll be moving fairly slow regardless. I'm not feeling... We still have to move, Desmond. I'm just moving slower than usual.
Do we though? Depends. You
Yeah.
could use like a month or two to just like you and I just not doing much. Just relaxing as you get your strength back in you, because you look like I feel, and somehow worse. I don't feel like I got chains crawling up my arms. Did that get bigger?
It certainly did. But don't worry. I'll be able to keep up as long as you guys move a little slower.
I ain't moving fast.
I'm not resting. We can't rest. Sparky's uncle is out there. Shauna's city. This orb. We gotta do something.
I might have something for us to get around underwater.
Refresh my memory. Did Shauna know what this globe is? Have you seen it underwater?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Vader. One of them was in Aquonis. One of the items.
Yeah, that's what well, it is said to be in Aquonis, heavily guarded by the guards, like the elite guards.
Yeah, because that's the one that's like closer to the abyss, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's down in the trench though, so that's going to be a task all in itself.
So we have to keep these two globes from getting together. Or we don't know where the other globe is.
Well, we know that they're probably dragging it towards the city. I mean, that's their end goal.
I mean, the southern one's guarded by your people. I'm sure that they'd be able to haul off some of them there saghoons before, if they need to. I have to remind myself to pronounce it like that. You guys.
Them damn saghoons.
The Myrmidons can fight pretty well. I imagine they would do good, but we don't know how many are going or how they're even getting in. I don't imagine they're forcing their way in.
Wait, does your city have walls? I mean, if you're underwater, it's kind of just like coming from the top. How would that even work? Like you can have a city gate.
It's Vader, how much free reign do I have?
Go for it.
I was thinking like Atlantis style, where like there's like a bubble shield
Yeah.
kind of deal. She'll
It's like a
go.
grease trap inside of a sink.
Yeah, it's like a grease trap. She'll go. Well, we grow the coral out. It kind of makes a dome, and then there's checkpoints in the coral.
Right, and coral is a plant of some sort you can grow. Is it strong enough to hold back water? And I guess
It
angry fish people.
grows in the water. It's
Desmond's gonna squint at Shauna. Like, I understand that is where it grows. That is still unhelpful information.
it.
So if somebody were to bring the other orb into you, Aquanis, you mean they'll get checked and
They should, but again, we don't know how they're getting in exactly.
It's also not two orbs. It's just one. There's a like a tripod type thing.
Thank you.
So that-
I knew I was getting it wrong. I was just like, I can't remember the other item.
well, the only way for us to find out all these, we'll probably have to go there.
That's terrifying. Oh,
And she like leans over to Shauna like, we'll have to knock Desmond out to do this.
if y'all want, I'm sure we can find a strong, able-bodied person here on the island to take my spot on the boat. I don't. Really, it's
We
fine.
don't-
I'm
We
gonna
don't
grab
need to take a boat.
one. You make it sound like we're going to swim to your city.
We could do that. Last time we were on a boat, we got hit by lightning every couple seconds, which was a new
Yeah.
experience for me.
Not a great one, right?
Need I remind you
being
of
outside.
2 things? Number 1, I do not know how to swim. And number 2, I am moving considerably slower than I was yesterday. We will be moving,
That half speed.
mechanically speaking, we will be moving at 5 feet per round. You're
Oh,
welcome.
damn.
Yeah.
No,
I'm already at half speed. Half that.
Oh, yeah, you're fucked.
I might have something that can help us with that. I can kind of make an animal for you to hold on to or ride under the water.
We can certainly try.
All right, and that would be safer than a boat. I can't believe I'm the one preaching boats right now, but being under the water where there's more of them sharks, sounds like a bad idea.
I mean, if we can do the boat, then we don't have to worry about penance. No offense, penance, but you
No
just take it
offense
easy.
taken.
I mean, we can take the boat as far as we can go, and then we do have to get in the water at some point. Right, Shauna, it's not like
We can get to the general location. There's usually guides who can help take people down.
right.
I think we'd get there faster that way. Because if we have to swim there, I'm even holding on to something. I find it hard to believe I'm not gonna slow whatever you give me to hold on to, if I can even hold on to it with my limited abilities at the moment. It'll still slow it down.
I don't know. Well, I'd have to. I'd have to look up at D&D Beyond and see what beasts I can summon.
You talking about for
Well,
conjure animal?
I have conjure animals. Yeah.
I think you get 2 CR1.
I can get OCR2,
Oh, yeah.
which is.
Shauna,
Mhm.
you would know. You would probably be fine swimming. No matter how you try to approach right now, being in the water, or these guys being in the water, is a huge detriment
Oh
to your
yeah.
entire body. You've been attacked by sharks twice, 3 times. Yeah, being out in the ocean like that just puts you guys in a bad position. Like, a boat is the way to go. At least to get to where you need to get to.
Reduce the amount of time we're in the water. I don't like mechanically we are hit points up, but I'm pretty sure we still have like seeping wounds and shit.
Yeah, I
Do
mean, you
we-
guys have been beat to hell.
Do we think there's any boats left?
Well, we could go down to the beach and see what we can find.
I'm sure we'll find several boats there on the beach. Over there and over there and over there and over there and over there. We could look, but if y'all want to,
Well, we have to go find a boat that will be sturdy enough for all of us to make this journey and back. So.
And maybe a little bigger than the last
So it'll
one we
be
had?
a little. Yeah, so I'll have to inspect the boat and make sure that it's up to standards before we go. So it'll take a little bit of time. I mean, we could go look for a boat now and then decide what we want to do after we find one. Because if we can't find a good boat, we'll probably have to get one fixed. So that will take time.
Yeah, if y'all want to go looking for a boat, that's great. I'll go into town and see if I can't find somebody to go with y'all.
Desmond,
Yeah.
you're getting on the boat.
Why? Penance, every time I go near water, something terrible happens. Why the hell would I want to get on? I understand the whole world going to end, the whole world will be drowned in water. Yeah, great, sure. If your town guard is that unreliable, then y'all should go. I'm not going to be of any help in the water.
That is not why you're getting on the boat. You're getting
Yeah.
on the boat because we're not going to leave you here by yourself.
Your ma's here. I don't want to leave her alone. It's fine. I can help her around the house. It's all good. Listen, I'm a card player. I ain't no adventurer, so I gamble. I play for gold and corn and women and
maybe
money.
you can help us gamble this little piece that we need to find, the artifact.
Yeah, I don't know that the angry shark folk are gonna want to sit down and play a game of cards and possibly lose the thing they just murdered a full village for.
Yeah, but isn't that what happened at the casino too? They almost killed all of us.
I'm sorry.
But you won.
Are you trying to compare a casino game where the whole point of walking into the building is to gamble
What if
to
we need
chasing
a
down a pack
great
of wild shy
gambler?
people?
What if we need a great gambler to
That's what I'm
make a
saying.
deal with these people?
You don't.
Can I roll for persuasion?
You don't. You don't.
But Desmond,
Hey, I'm pretty good at persuasion.
That's a Desmond call right there.
I mean, you can roll, but just know that like the DC for that is set at like 30.
Okay, so that's nearly impossible. That's
Yeah,
what
that's-
that means.
That
Your
sounds about right for a
abilities-
Desmond.
with the magics that you wield, have been instrumental in our success thus far. You have saved our asses quite a bit.
Listen,
And
Pez,
also,
I
if you
appreciate.
stay here, I'm going to make sure that the swimsuit salesman comes to visit you daily. And
Oh,
Taro,
he's
Jaro,
more-
and Daro are going to be here helping Sparky's mom rebuild her house.
Oh, that's low blow. Penance, I don't really feel like moving full bodies. One, I was okay with. Having to move full by myself is a lot of work.
Isn't it less work to just sit in a boat and soak up the sun, listen to the sound
You-
of the waves?
You would think so, but again, first time I was on a boat, a giant fish ate us. Second time I was on a boat, I was put to work and forced to hold fish, and shit kept ending up in my hat. Even don't matter, I was way up on a fucking crow's nest, as far from the water as I could physically get. Shit still ended up in my hat. Third time I was on a boat, all right, it was in the middle of a fucking rainstorm, thunderstorm, in a damn
Actually,
undead
that
shark
was the
chasing.
fourth. We rode the canoe and there was nice fishies.
Yeah, remember we
You're
went
right. The third time
diving.
does a canoe count as a boat? I guess it does. All right, so third time I was on a boat. It was.
I mean,
it was
a
okay, we
canoe
went to
is a
bar.
boat. A ship is different from a boat. We were on a ship the first time.
All right. Well, anytime I've been on the big water out there, bad things happen. I understand. I appreciate your confidence in my abilities. However, I am starting to be under the impression that me being around y'all is dragging more and more bad luck your way than y'all deserve.
Shauna will just kind of reach out, pat Desmond on the shoulder, and she's just gonna go, "We cannot force you to go, but when we were on in the Feywild, you saved us. Without you there, we would have died."
Same with at the casino.
So
So it seems like you're like the hero of all these stories. So you should come with us.
we
You're
need
saying
you to
that.
come with us, Desmond. We're asking you as your friends.
We lost.
If that's not
phone.
enough, then that's it. She doesn't let him interrupt.
He's looking at her, and then when she finally does stop, we ended up. Phone left our group at the casinos. We did kind of lose someone there. I hope she's off doing whatever it is she's doing. I hope she's happy, but she's not with us no more. And then I died in the Feywild. I appreciate y'all dragging me out of there. This is gonna just be a terrible, terrible couple of days. How far is it to your damn town? So, just to make sure I understand this right, when you go to your town, tell your people that these people are coming so they can prepare, and then we're leaving and letting the people who prepared and built for being in the water their whole lives handle with the problem that's coming from the water that they've been in their whole lives, and not counting on a couple of landlubbers who he looks at Side Ice Penance, can maybe swim. So hopefully stop a fish invasion on a fish village. I'm sorry, on an underwater CL village, town, city, whatever it is.
Yeah, she's starting to get offended at fish, and then she's like, you correct it, so she stops and she goes, I'm hoping that my city, not village, not town, city, can handle this just with a warning. The guards at the Abyssal Library are nothing to scoff at. It's just being forewarned is important, I think.
doesn't go and start. He reaches for his coin purse and goes to open it, and missing a thumb, sighs deeply to himself and readjusts how he opens his bag and goes and takes the coin out and flips it with his right hand and snags the coin and slaps on the back of his hand. Call it.
Tails.
He puts the coin in his pocket. How long is this trip going to take? I don't want to be in the water longer than I need to be.
Shauna swam it in like a week, right?
Yes.
So it would be faster by boat.
Depending.
Wind, yeah, and stuff. She goes, if the wind's with us, which I can help with that. Say half the time I made it, so like 3 days, 4 days.
Sounds fair.
4 days there and back ain't bad.
And just think, Desmond, what kind of coin will we get for saving an entire city from destruction?
I don't know
Still
what
going.
good seashells are going to do up here.
We have surface money. We do trade with surface villages. Also,
A big
sorry,
bag of shells.
one of the comments was, "Do they have schools in your fish city?" And I hate it.
Oh, I'm so bummed I didn't think of that one.
That's
Oh,
funny.
that's so good.
Very
That's
good.
great. Inspiration to you.
Ugh.
That's inspiration to the chat right there.
Yeah, chat inspiration.
Oh, did you bring some sand dollars?
I hate. Stop being funnier than me, damn it.
That's great.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
So I guess it's down to the docks.
Yes. But before Sparky leaves, she's gonna run to her mom and ask her mom, "Hey mom, have you seen Dad do anything once he put on this armor? Anything weird? Like something that he might do to kinda like turn it on or something? Activate it?"
Yeah, you had to say it's morphin time.
Is it
No.
serious?
No,
Okay,
honey, I've not seen your father do anything with this armor, but just follow your heart, and like your father says, listen to the ocean, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Okay. Alright. Well, we are off to the docks to see if they need any help. We'll be back.
You're going after your father, aren't you? And your uncle.
No.
If you're gonna leave this house, Sparkle Gem, do not lie to me. I'm already worried
Fine.
enough as it is.
Yes, we're gonna go look for a boat.
Well,
If we don't, these tidal waves keep happening, and at least the whole boat will be underwater. I have to do something. I cannot sit here and just let it happen.
someone's got to stop it. And I know that could be you. And she looks at the other three. You make sure she comes back home. And you make sure that you're all with her. Here, take these. And she goes in the cabinet and fishes out a bag. And it clinks as she pulls it out. And she walks over to you, Sparky, and hands it to you. And inside, you guys find 4 healing potions.
Very nice. Thank you so much.
Nope.
Might have kind of you
Nope.
there.
I appreciate it, Mrs. Murning.
I gave 2 to Desmond, one
Oh,
to Shauna, and 1 to Penance.
Don't know why you're giving 2 to me. I won't survive long enough to use them.
Sparky,
I don't know what these are at all.
I had a quick question, Sparky. Your island, you wouldn't happen to have any diamonds? Anybody who sells diamonds here?
I think we went
We
through this.
begin the process.
Didn't we
find
like
this
go
here.
through this? Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna find this here.
Man, I
We
barely
found
found
pearls.
pearls here.
Yeah.
I found pearl here.
A pearl.
Double check that. Where's my inventory?
No, we went pearl diving.
I
That
know.
was the thing
and
we did.
Yeah.
We found a whole bunch of stuff that's good for like potions of water breathing.
You found a
but we
few
did not.
pearls for your spell. I want to say it was like 3 or 4.
Oh, you are correct. They were in my backpack and not in the actual thing. Wait.
Sorry, Shauna. There's no there. We don't have any diamond dealers here.
No, we'll just nod and you go, well, maybe we can pick up some in Aquonis. Well, I really hope I don't need it because I don't know if I can do it. I mean, it was something Undine taught me, but I think she'll just look down. Okay, boat. And pray.
Sparky just heads towards the dock.
Never really been much one for
On the road
religion
again.
myself.
Going to find a boat on the road again.
On the seas again.
Going to kill Desmond on the sea again.
You're not
All right.
comforting, I'm sure.
Actually, do we have anyone who can turn these mermaid tears into potions of water breathing? They might come in handy if, y'all gonna force me down into the water and have me drown again.
I think we established that those are an alchemy process, not a herbalism kit process.
You
Because
are
healing
correct.
potions are herbalism kit, so I can do healing
Yeah.
potions.
There's gotta be somebody on this town. Isn't that what Crazy May does? She does alchemy?
Yes.
Crazy May? I thought it was Old May.
Well,
She's also
you guys
crazy.
call her.
Or at least Desmond calls her crazy.
Yeah, I mean, tell me what you're doing.
Do we want to go to May first?
I don't know. I go to the docks. You guys go to May.
Fine by me. Less time near the water, the happier I am.
Donna's gonna prop up Penance, kind of swing an arm around him and pull him along.
Thank you. I'm a little beat up, but I'll make it.
Okay, so 3 of you head to the town to go see May, and Sparky heads down to the docks to see if there's any boats left.
Yep.
You guys get down into town and find that like there's kind of like roadside clinics have been popped up where people are being taken care of right now in like tents and small huts that have been constructed. And as you make your way in, you see May is moving quite swiftly for her age and her stature between these tents.
Excuse me, Miss May. You seem awfully busy.
Well, yeah, so you should be busy too. Here you go. And she slides like a big old bundle of like wrappings and stuff. That tent over there.
Oh.
Get a move out and kick.
Oh.
She
All
kicks
right.
you.
She
Slow
says
down now.
kick and then kicks him, or
Yes. She says kick and then kicks him.
I'm not much of a healer, man.
Shauna will grab it and go talk to her. I'll go do what I can, and she'll head towards the like tent.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Miss May. We came down here hoping to, I guess, hire your services for your brewing services, but is that something you're even willing and or capable of performing right now?
I've got no time. Talk to Taro.
Oh.
I'd rather die.
Desmond's doing math in his head. Is it worth it to talk to this idiot, or should I just drown? All right. You happen to know where he's at?
What do I look like, his keeper? No, I'm busy. Check the shop.
Apologies, ma'am. Desmond will turn and probably put an arm underneath Penance and either get him to a spot where he's comfortable for a bit or take him with him to go find Taro.
I'll actually shuffle over and help Shauna with the treating of people. I'm actually proficient in medicine. I'm not bad at it.
Oh, well, in that case, you're going to need this more than I. Desmond will hand you his cane. It does nothing, but now you have something to lean on.
Do you have his spear, by the way? I don't remember who took that.
Desmond took it, but he's definitely not carrying it around. It's probably leaning up outside the Mernig's hut.
Okay. Well, thanks for the cane. Might help a little.
I'd hand you a spear, but one, it's not here, and two, you said something about it, you didn't want it, so if you change your mind, it's out back of the Mernig's.
I have a feeling it'll come around if it's needed.
Shauna's doing the math. If she forms 2 lines by a healing spirit, she can walk people through the healing spirit's aura. Just process them.
I mean, that is something you can absolutely do.
Yeah, Shauna will go, those of you who can walk, if you need some healing, I can help patch you up. You just have to be able to go by this space once I'm ready.
With the help of Penance, she started like lining people up. And like, they start walking forward.
She's a healing spirit.
Sprint, run, go, 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 go.
Mm-hmm.
I won't worry about putting the thing down.
Don't rush me. How long does healing spirit last?
It lasts a minute,
Okay, a minute.
and it's like a 5 foot
Uh,
cube. So, they spin around in it. That's 6 seconds, and they move. So it's like if they're going out like a steady walk through it, it should like be able to hit a group of people.
yeah. Go ahead and roll me 2d10.
Good luck. 10.
Yeah, you're able to get 10 people like healed, like fully healed and feeling better. Like people who weren't able to exactly like walk very well are now able to move through. And May's like, can you do that multiple times? There's plenty of people hurt here.
I can. I might need some spells later, but she'll sigh. She'll go, if it can help us get some potions of water breathing, that'd be very important. It's basically willing to trade her services.
If you can heal like that, I have time on my hands. I can pick you up some.
Meanwhile, Desmond is wandering off looking for those 3 idiots.
Yeah, Desmond probably start if he's a minute out. Yeah, he's probably like at the end of the block. He is not moving quickly. He can. He's just Desmond.
Shauna will go, yeah, I can, and she can do it technically 4 more times, but she can probably do it safely 2 more times.
Okay. You say safely?
I want to save my 3rd level spell slots. These are precious to me.
I feel that. Well, I mean, how many spell slots are you using to do this?
Oh, man. Oh, this is so bad. Shauna likes to help the little people. Yeah, Shauna's gonna at least use 2 more and kind of see where they're at from that. So here's another.
Okay. Roll another 2d10. All right.
Another 10 people.
Another 10 people. I do cast it again, or is that it?
She's gonna ask. Does it seem like it's like lessen the number of people like waiting on healing in the spot, or?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Can I guidance myself?
No.
No. 14 total.
You've like moved through a lot of people and you've cleared out a lot of ways, but there still is like a decent amount of people here in this vicinity that could use healing.
Shauna's gonna kind of look over at Penance and go, what do you think, Penance?
I mean, these people need help, but it's also, if we're leaving today, we're going to have we might have need of your power, so. But I say give it to them. What good are we if we leave to these people?
Can you help me organize them then? Maybe we can get more through if we do it.
Yeah.
Like that.
I'll do what I can, but it's been a long day already. We just woke up. Yeah, I'll do what I can to assist. Not a lot I can do to assist, other than manual labor. I have medicine, but I don't have.
That's
Can I make a medicine check to like kind of assist with triaging people to be like, so that way we're not using the magic on people who is like, oh, you sprained an ankle. Fuck off.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, you can definitely.
So I can kind of.
Yeah, I hate to say the
prioritize
opposite
the
end's
more-
also true.
Yeah.
The like super injured, like if they're missing an arm, 6 points of healing isn't going to get them on
Yeah.
their feet.
Yeah, kind of that middle ground of
We can help them. We can't help
shambling,
those.
but not
Yeah.
in,
Yeah, that's. Go ahead and make a medicine check.
I will certainly do that.
I think Shauna's heart would break if somebody walked in with a freshly dead person and said, "Can anybody help them?"
That's a
Please.
17.
Okay, so yeah, you're pretty easily able to triage people. Like you catch the old pervert guy who's like, I'm definitely hurt. Oh, my back, and you're like, you're fine. Even though he was right there in the beginning.
Yeah, he was like directly.
Wasn't he
No,
trying
that
to-
man is definitely dead. That man is definitely dead.
I thought he was the one that helped us
but
out of
no,
the water.
No,
No.
he helped us out of the initial water. He was on the
Oh,
beach.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys ran into his house because of the lightning, and he's like, "Oh, hey, it's like a party up in here."
So it's like, does anybody need to be measured for a swimsuit, huh?
Yeah, and then
Some-
smash. Yeah, he's Definitely
a
dead.
negligee for anyone?
100% dead.
I think I would be more amused if he showed up faking injury and was fine. Shauna would be, what the? That's bullshit.
Well, I mean, we survived and we were in the same house, so there's a possibility.
Survived.
I didn't say we were happy about it.
We are currently alive.
yeah, I
I
mean,
don't
you are-
think that Penance really survived that. And we also had like 4 hit points between all of us, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I think Shauna and Desmond were outright unconscious as being thrown around in the water.
Oh yeah, absolutely one. Was ragdolling through there.
Well, last second level spell slot, 10 minutes into the day, but it hurts.
Hey,
You're the one who built a
you're-
bleeding heart character.
you're helping a town that's clearly in help, or in need of help.
Yeah.
Mugman is greedy, Shauna is not. If they died, I would have a skeleton army ready.
No, you wouldn't. Doesn't give you so much shit. You know how gross that is? They are still actively wrong. They
Well,
still
that's why it's
ran.
skeletons. Leave the guts behind.
That ain't meta. Someone's gonna have to clean that up.
How many should I roll for the last one with the
If you're-
triage?
It'll still be 2d10. It's just Penance is separating the people.
Shit. Can I spend an order die? And kind of
No, not on this. That's
Okay.
D20 rolls.
7 more.
7 more, so that's almost total of 30 people, which is huge. In fact, it's almost about the majority of like the majorly injured people. But while you guys are doing this, you do see that there are some cots and stuff that are covered with sheets. Meanwhile, Desmond, you walk into my shop, and inside you see one of the triplets And it turns her eyes like, "Oh hey, what can I do you for?"
Hi, I was running into May down at I'm gonna call it the clinic, the medical ward they got running down there. But I'm gonna need some potions of water breathing. She said I could come to the shop and one of y'all could be able to give me a hand.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't have any of those on hand, but if you've got the components, we can make them.
I got mermaid tears, and I heard that's part of it. I don't know what else there is.
Oh, well, all right. Well, yeah. Let me see those.
He'll put the bag of mermaid tears up there on the counter. I think that had 6.
Okay. He grabs the 6 of them. He's like, "Oh well, it's probably only enough to make 4."
I'll take what we can get.
Okay. Well, 1 second. And he gets out 4 vials, and he takes the mermaid tears and he like crushes them up into like a powder, and like even finer, like gets like a mortar and pestle and like grinds them up into like a really really fine powder, and then like takes like tediously pours some in there, and he like shakes it and taps it on the table so that it gets level, and he's like getting low to make sure that the levels are correct. And he takes a box out from underneath the counter, and he opens it, and inside there's like a Ziploc bag full of like wet green strands, and he opens it and he pulls it out, and it's kelp, and he tears it into 4s and puts a strand in each bottle, and then he grabs the bottles on a tray, and he goes over to a sink and turns the faucet on and sticks them underneath the water, and then caps them off, shakes them vigorously for about 30 seconds, looks at it, waits for it to settle, and done. Record time.
Really? That's it?
That's it.
If I drink that, I'll be able to breathe underwater and I won't drown.
Hopefully.
That is not the endorsement of your own work I was hoping to hear.
Well, I mean, potion making is not a science, okay? An exact science, at least. You never know if a potion is going to work until you actually drink it. I mean, you have 4 of them. You could test, if you test one out, the rest of the batch should be fine if it works.
That's terrifying. Thank you kindly for making that. How much do I owe you for that?
Oh, let me consult the book.
The one we saved? You pay this man $1, Shauna's gonna be fucking pissed.
You don't know which one is this. You haven't asked.
Yeah, and also if this man like turns away from Desmond to go read the book, Desmond walks out the fucking door.
Do you?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Roll me a stealth check.
Get disorder dice and any inspiration you got, because this needs to go off without a hitch, because that's just fantastic.
Yeah, use it. Yeah, use an order die if you need to.
I'm absolutely going to use a disorder die for this.
Okay. That's hilarious.
Shauna's never been so proud of Desmond as she is right now.
17. Desmond's a little shit, man. He's like, this one of these fucking annoying ass troubles. He doesn't care which one it is. As far as he's aware, they're all just annoying pricks. Just, this is going to work? Oh, maybe. It's all right, fuck you, guy. How much do I owe you? Thanks. He walks.
He turns to grab the book. He like flips it open and looks at it. Oh yeah, here it is. Oh, for all four because you supplied your own components. That'll be 100 gold. Wait, where'd you go? What just happened? And Jaro stands there, very confused.
I think Jaro is the only one we haven't met yet, right?
The
I was
only
about
one
to
you
say.
guys haven't met.
Perfect.
He has
Anyone
no idea who
recognize
you are.
He's just gone.
Yeah. Oh, that guy fleeced me. Wow, some people have no decency. And
Especially when he's like, they might work. Fuck you, I'm paying for those.
we cut back to Desmond showing up with 4 vials of hopefully potions of water breathing.
Shauna will have like a bit of a pensive look on her face. As you can see, she's debating definitely casting more spells.
But I got these. We should probably go meet up with Sparky. What are y'all doing here? I was gonna head to the docks. I just swung by to see if y'all are still sitting here.
Shauna will go. I have a spell that can help a lot of people at once here.
Okay.
But if we leave today, then I'll be tapped.
Well, listen, I didn't want to leave today, and then you all said we need to leave today. And now you're saying we shouldn't leave today? I was gone for like 10 minutes this motherfucker took to make these potions.
Shauna,
What do you mean you
Well,
tapped?
we-
about it.
Well,
We're gonna be
Sparky's
on the
not there,
water.
but we don't know whether we can't leave today unless we find a boat. So remember that, because repairing boats takes time. If you can't find a boat that's ready to go, we will have to stay another day to get it fixed.
And Shauna, just because we're leaving today, we're not gonna get to, you said it would take 3 or 4 days to get to Aquonis. We'll be able to recover those spells. Your energy will replenish.
There's sharks in the water.
These
She
people
is also like
might
probably
not recover.
good. Yet you can see like there is like a beads of sweat going down Shauna's face as, I mean, I imagine several level 2 spells like just back to back to back, like no break is a lot.
Oh yeah. For show.
Listen, it looks like there's a lot less people here than there was when I was here the first time. So you must have done something already. If what you got, tell you what, how about we go find Sparky first? Hopefully we ain't leaving tonight anyways, because there's no boats ready.
Shauna will just go, but I can do more, and she kind of gestures to like the covered people.
You can bring them back, then I guess go for it. But unless what you're doing is strong enough to bring them back, then it seems kind of like a...
I don't want that number to increase because I waffled on making a decision.
Flip a coin for it. Shauna, look around. It looks like you got the people who were in the most danger out of the most danger already. I don't think anyone's going to die in the next hour. Except for maybe old May. She's just... I mean, moving around well, but I'm not certain how old she is.
Is Miss May kind of still running around, or has the numbers being lessened kind of gave her
Oh, it's helped
a
her out
break?
greatly. It's helped her out greatly.
I mean, Shauna, if we go and we find Sparky and there isn't a boat and we're not going anywhere, we can come back here.
Shauna will exhale and she'll go, okay. Miss May, is this enough?
Oh yes, you did quite well, dearie. Thank you so much for your help. Here's a token of my appreciation.
She hands you 2 gold pieces.
2 gold pieces richer. That's double my wealth.
Such a grandma thing to do. Here's a
Um,
$2 bill.
Here's a
Here's-
$2 bill for you,
Here's
sweetie.
a
And here's
Werther's
some
from my
Werther's.
purse.
Yeah.
And here's a
is-
Werther's hard candy.
I'm
there
sorry, it's loose.
Gross. Is
Lint.
there somebody who is like noticeably struggling, but and wasn't like one person who's very bad, but could potentially recover with some help?
What kind of help?
The only kind of healing assistance that Penance has. A 3d4
Healing hands.
healing hands.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely people who could benefit from that.
He's looking for what, like, he can do it one time. So he's looking for one person who's like bad and is like, you heal him now or they die, kind of bad. Or suffering to the point of it being agonizing.
You hear a moan coming from one of the cots near you as you are looking around.
Oh, everything hurts. Everything hurts. You there? Help me.
And like a fragile old man hand grips at your cloak.
Is this creepy, dude?
Please.
Yes.
Nah, that one's fine.
Girl.
That man's fine. He's faking.
Flick him in the forehead and see if he's just fucking around.
Oh, the pain. Why? Why have you forsaken me?
If I look him
The
over,
stiff
does
he's
he-
giving away, so that's you can cut that act off.
It's not an act. I'm dying.
Uh-huh.
If I look him over, does he look legitimately injured?
You like lift up his sheet, and there's a
Nigga.
fucking splinter of wood sticking out of his side. Like, this man is about to die.
Ah.
Well, you are definitely in need.
I don't have health insurance. I didn't have house insurance either.
Just shut up. I
Did
get
you
it.
lose your
Oh, okay.
Medicaid?
I will.
They took it from me.
I will. I am going to sit down next to him and just kind of bow my head and sort of meditate over him. If he speaks a word, my hand is just going to cover his mouth. As I
You might
just
like
sit-
that.
It's
sit
just
there
tongue.
and sit there and say, "Oh God." Sit there in silence. And I will use my healing hands on him as I kind of not gently yank the piece of wood out with the chained hand and then press the other into the side as he kind of focuses on that divine essence inside of him.
Alright, roll a healing.
All right.
1, 1, 1.
No. 7.
7 points.
Yes. Kibalwa, keep
Okay.
this idiot safe.
So
Bless us
you
in our
pull
journey.
out the splinter wood, and he's like, "Oh!" Then like you start to hear him now. Oh, oh,
little lower. Well, that's nice. You have quite the soft hands.
I will know if you do anything untoward with the people of this town.
I have
Fix
soft hands
yourself.
too.
Change your ways, or I will come back. And as he says that, the chained hand sort of lights up with a little bit of fire. I will know. I have marked you. Don't fuck around anymore.
I'm gonna spend.
Uh-oh.
Man suddenly stiffed up. His eyes flash over black for a second, and then he just kind of stares at you.
Yes. I
You're-
will.
You're cutting out. I don't know if it's just for me, but
Oh my god, it's me. No, it's me too. My shit's throttled right now.
yeah, I just
Discord
heard,
died.
Not just me then.
I just heard I'm gonna use a disorder
His eyes
and
go
then
black.
like one or two words kind of in the middle there. So you might have to restate everything from using a disorder dice. All right, everyone, forgive us for the technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
I let stream know.
All right, are we back?
Yeah, when we logged on, I believe so.
All right.
I don't know.
So I kind of lost camera there. I don't know if I fucked up stream. I apologize.
No, you're.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up right now. It's working. It's
It
getting back to
glitched
normal.
for a bit. It glitched the cameras for a bit, but it's back on OBS. It's right. So stream's what, like
Okay.
30 seconds behind.
Dude, my ping for Discord went to 5,000.
That's insane.
It was, yeah.
So
Now it's at 88, which is fine. So his eyes flash black, and he just kind of sits upright, and he's like,
Yes, I will change my ways. Thank you. All hail.
and then he just stands up and walks away.
He's not gonna try to sell somebody a bikini or something?
He just like walks.
I think I just broke the pervert.
He might like that. Oh, not. I don't know.
Well,
As long as you had a good time, I guess.
in the response to the healing and the very odd behavior, Penance will slowly, for not just the fact that he's moving at half speed, but slowly rejoin everyone. And he's very quiet.
That was a mighty kind thing you did, Penance. I probably would have just let him die.
Might have made it worse, but you might be right. Let's go find Sparky.
Sure. I did manage to get the potions here.
Excellent.
Although, he's only maybe sure that they work. He's not totally certain. Dealing with that Taro dumbass.
I know the spell if we need it. I can
Desmond squints at her, who's obviously like energy drained, and then at the
Oh, she's also
that
looking
guy.
straight down at the ground. Looks like she is miserable right now.
Yeah, it's just fucked up. So, you guys have this conversation as you walk, but we'll kind of cut over as all that was taking place. Sparky, you get down to the docks, or rather, what is left of them, and the destruction here is heavy, including your father's ship. It is capsized on the shore and heavily damaged. The mast has been snapped off. It looks like it rolled a few times before settling. However, there is one ship somehow floating out at sea a little bit. You can tell it's anchored, but it's not docked. There's a small rowboat that is pulled up onto the or currently being pulled up onto the beach, as you see in the Alco. She is the deck master here, or the port master. She's the one that told you that your father was talking with, that they told you about all the shark attacks. And as she pulls this rowboat up, you see for a moment, like, her hair is all disheveled when it usually is tied up, in a quite a tight bun. She usually looks rather put together, but her clothes are all disheveled, and so is her hair. And as she pulls the ship up, she kind of trips and falls into the sand a bit, and she gets up and, like, with like a frustrated just yell, she throws an oar, a couple feet away from her, and then just like sits down, sitting out, looking out at the ocean.
Sparky's gonna go to her and sit down beside her. And I feel the frustration. So much destruction that happened from this wave. I feel your pain.
Never seen
Did
anything
you-
like this. That was a freak wave. There's no sign or nothing. How everything's gone.
Sparky's gonna be like encouraging. It's okay. We will rebuild. It's a natural disaster. Nobody could have stopped it.
She takes out a pipe from her robe, kind of goes to light it, and then heavily sighs as she notices the tobacco inside of the pipe is soaking wet. And she laboriously starts smacking it on her palms to try to get it out and digging into it. She pulls out a little dagger and starts digging the point in there. And she packs another bowl of tobacco, and she's like, "No, I've seen waves of all sizes. I've seen disasters. I know what the ocean can bring, but that was anything but natural."
Sparky might tell her a little bit about. She doesn't want to scare the people, so she would probably just say, "There's some stuff happening, that I can't really explain fully, but me and my friends, we're working on finding a solution to stop this chaos."
What are you talking about, Sparky?
There is some. I don't know if my father has ever talked to you about anything about a globe and some kind of an artifact that if they both got together, there might be like a big destructive wave. But it seems like it's in motion, and we need to stop these two things from getting together.
Your father never talked about an orb or artifact. Your dad always talked about fishing. What? Are you saying you know what caused this wave?
Well, I don't know if that was the whole cause of the wave. I don't want to give you wrong information, and we're gonna go
How
take
would
a
you give
look
me
at
any
it.
information that you have? What are you going to look at?
She will tell about Shauna and her village to the lady. We are headed there to figure out, or basically warn them. My uncle and my dad, they're both missing. How do you say the Hooligans?
The
Is that
Hadoukens
Huragan?
have stolen.
It's a hooligan.
The
Those ones.
hooligans, the soccer hooligans have stolen
hooligans.
my.
Hagen.
The Manchester United fucking hooligans have absconded with my uncle and my dad. They've never
Get 'em
been to
back.
a
You get them
football
back
game
in a week or
before.
so, and they'll be. They might have a new tattoo. Haven't shaved or bathed in a while, but
They,
probably
they
not
show up in a
wearing shirt.
double-decker red bus.
Yeah, so she'll tell. We believe they kidnapped them. So anyway, it's a long story, and this is not the time. I think we'll be fine. We just need to rebuild our village. Is that the only ship that we have that is good to sail at this moment?
Yeah, miraculously.
I might need to borrow it.
Not gonna happen. That's my ship. It's my life's blood. If anybody's captaining it, it's gonna be me. So if you want a ship,
I'll be
then I'm coming with.
great. Great.
When do we leave?
Is it in good condition? We have about 5 days of sailing to where we need to go, and then 5 days back. We might need to fill it with whatever resources we can find.
Give me the day. I'll have her ready by morning.
Great. Are you gonna bring a crew, or is it just gonna be you? Well, that rhymed.
I could try to scrounge up a crew, but the way the waters are still looking and the way the sky's looking, I don't know if anybody's gonna be dumb enough to sail out into this.
I don't think we should bring a lot of people. I don't want to put people's lives in danger.
Well then, I'm gonna rely on you and your friends. You'll have to be my crew.
Yes, we definitely will. Even taking you is a risk, but a good captain is an asset at the moment, and I would love to have you by my side.
Well, if we're going to figure out how to stop another wave like that from happening, then it's the least I can do. And this long story of yours will have plenty of time on the open ocean for you to tell me it.
Yes.
Be here at first light. She'll be ready to go. The Kestrel will be ready to go.
Perfect. I will see you in the morning. And she gets up to leave.
Alright, on your
She
way
will-
back, you run into these knuckleheads.
Hooligans.
Before you run into those hooligans, though, as you get up and you're walking, you feel that ocean breeze flowing through the spaces of your armor. And now in your close proximity to the water, you can almost see like a bit of a sheen come over the armor that you're wearing.
She's gonna go jump in the water. Or like splash water over it.
Do you jump in the water?
Yes.
To the bottom, drown.
Okay. No,
Well,
you
it's
get
like it's a beach.
you get into like you go out into the water and like it's like you have to submerge yourself. And in fact, like for a moment, it does feel a little heavier, and you feel yourself kind of like sink down a bit into the sand as you're walking and you're under the water. But as the waves are moving overhead and you're kind of just floating there suspended in you know, in that salt water, you watch as your armor begins to grow like coral clusters all over it, different colors, as it adds on to the armor. This is now that you've attuned to it and done the necessary thing, this is, I can tell you what this is called. This is the breastplate. It's called the Reef Guard Shell Breastplate. So while wearing this armor, you can breathe underwater. You are adapted to the pressure and temperature of the depths, and you gain a swim speed equal to your walking speed. You can also choose to sink towards the seafloor at a speed of 60 feet per round if you choose to. And once a day, you can cast Spirit Guardians at 3rd level. The spirits take the form of small magical fish, crustaceans, and octopi summoned from the coral, so they emerge from the armor itself.
Damn.
That's sick.
And if there isn't any other crazy changes on your sheet, I can re-upload it and it will be on there.
Okay.
Because I have it in your D&D Beyond.
I think the only thing you need to remember is to put the rapier.
Yeah, I just have to put the rapier in there. It's like the magical weapon I have.
Just unclick the item. Oh no, you need the items for the breastplate. Never mind, that won't work. You need to add a rapier to your Beyond sheet.
You're
muted.
Oh, just throw in the rapier onto her D&D Beyond, and then it should bring both of them over.
Yes, I will just do everything.
I mean, you're already there.
Thanks, Dad.
And you still have to upload it anyway. Kestrels are cool looking.
I'm gonna do
birds.
shit!
Dad, can I have really cool magical armor that lets you do all sorts of stuff, like not fucking drown?
Not drowning is one among my favorite things to do.
I mean, hey, a swim speed would be nice. I'm gonna be.
Guardians. Come on, that's my second favorite spell.
That's a dope one.
That was pretty solid.
I
That's
mean,
a holy grenade. Saffron's favorite spell.
Holy hand grenade is a spell? Let's
no,
go.
holy
Hand
grenade.
grenade of
I should totally make a magical item. The
How
Holy
is it?
Hand Grenade of Antioch.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely should.
3 is the number thou shalt count to, not 4. 5 is completely out of the question.
mm,
1, 2, 4. 3, my lord. 3!
And thus thy hand grenade was thrown at thine enemies. They shall be blown to tiny bits.
And the orangutans and the.
Yeah. skip a few verses, brother.
I'm gonna be real useful underwater, guys.
2 is not the number you should stop on unless on thine way to 3.
Yeah. Okay, so it's in there for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Swim.
Swim, swim, swim.
Yeah, now you have a swim speed of 25 feet. And you can, let's see if it added your bell. It did not. Let me do that for you. That burp hurt my chest. There she is.
Because of how
Let's see.
often I played Druid. I have to look at the rules every time.
I did too.
What can I beat?
You can be anything your heart imagines, so long as it's of this thing or lower. Level 5, you get a swim speed, I think.
Level 4, I think.
Yeah, you get your swim speed before you get your fly speed.
Which kind of makes sense, because otherwise it's just like bird all the time. Unless you're me, and then you just never use that feature. I think Ra only ever shifted into animals like 3 times.
Raw just uses the shapeshift spell.
Yes. That's because I still get to use the spores when I use that one.
Okay, you guys reconvene. You guys see Sparky's armor has now taken on a different form.
This is a lot going on today, but I'm sure it didn't look like that when we left the house. Did you have to go swimming for a boat or something?
And for a little dip.
Do you want me to clean it off? That looks sick as hell.
Oh, that's cool. It's fine. Well, I found a boat.
I think there's a
And
horseshoe crab stuck on your shoulder.
Is that a... You got some... I think you got barnacles on it. Are you sure you don't want... What'd you do, find a boat at the bottom of the ocean? I'm sure there's plenty down there now.
No, this is actually my dad's armor.
Right, I'm surprised you let it get covered.
Yeah, that was looking really clean this morning.
Yeah. Well, this is how it normally looks like. I think it looks badass.
I'm pretty good with my cleaning spell. Had lots of practice recently.
It's okay, Desmond. Thank you for the offer, though.
He takes a step away from Sparky.
You have a cod piece made of seaweed. Way to go. That's useful.
Did you guys get what you needed to get?
Yeah, I got 4 potions of water breathing.
Shauna
I know
saved
Shauna don't need one.
a lot of your town.
Oh, well, I appreciate it, Shauna. Well, I found a boat. We don't leave till tomorrow morning, so,
That's good.
Shauna turns around on the spot and starts walking back.
Oh, just... Whatever. I shouldn't be stopping someone from trying to
well,
help,
we
so.
should head to town, and, I don't think there's a lot of stuff left after this disaster, but whatever we need for our journey, we might want to grab whatever else we need.
That will actually cause Shauna to stop, and she go, "Oh yeah, with that," and she pulls out her 2 gold pieces. I can help now.
Okay, Shauna, you can keep it.
Yeah, you hold on to that. I think we got this one covered.
Shauna doesn't know what the surface money equivalents are. She's rich. 2 gold,
forget-
same as 1,000,000 gold.
I forget how fucking loaded these characters are, and we're stuck on this island where we can't buy shit.
I just want studded leather armor.
It's
That's the only thing that I need right now. And to not be beholden to a devil bitch, but hey, that's a story for another time.
I'd kill for a diamond. Kill for a diamond.
But then you'd have to use the diamond right away.
You know, not necessarily. Depends on who we're killing.
I bet that pervert guy has a diamond.
That's called a
He
kidney
would.
stone.
He would, but he'd be like, well, it's studded on a little thing here. Quick, pull my tail.
Have you ever heard of Prince Albert?
Oh, no.
Let me show you.
So yeah, I mean, you guys have the day. Like, things are gonna be limited, but what preparations do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna live recklessly. Every spell slot's being turned into healing spells right now.
Okay.
I don't know if there's that many
He's
people in
gonna-
this village.
Aki's gonna head home and help her mom with whatever she needs around the house done, and then she'll probably head to the town to help out rebuild and clean up and
Penance will help out with Shauna for the time being. Moving slow and just kind of doing what he can.
Alright.
He doesn't know where to find things in this town for stocking a ship, and they need the stuff more than he does, at least in his mind.
So Desmond's doing a lot of learning how to exist without a thumb. And at some point when he goes to shuffle a deck of cards is like a fidget spinner pretty much, right? So then just keep his hands busy. There's definitely just like a deck of cards just explodes off to his left as he forgets he doesn't have a thumb there.
do we have a leather maker in town?
You got the one man doing things to my hat.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's a haberdasher.
Yes.
Not
One of those.
Really I mean, he worked. I mean, a haberdasher is a hat guy.
Right, I know. For me, I thought it was a leather worker, which had seemed out of place in the village because everything else was very cloth and canvas. And but
I'm
it might
gonna
have just
go
been a
ahead.
haberdasher.
I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, sir.
I'm gonna go
There's-
ask them if they
It's the
could
old man.
build a glove with just one, like the thumb that will that
Prosthetic.
Desmond can wear. Yeah, well, kind of, but I don't think they have that at that time. But like a little glove that he could wear with a thumb.
Like cut out
I-
or
No,
No, like
I get what
stock.
I get what she's saying. It's just
Yeah, I
something
mean-
that would, like there's gonna be no joint. It's just gonna be flat.
Yeah, it's just
But
yeah,
it'll
just
still
Yeah.
give you the
ability to pinch.
a bit of a
Yeah.
a bit of a clamping
Because
motion.
it'll have probably like a little something wood stuck in there, like a finger or something. You just like snap it
Yeah.
on and
For sure. Yeah, easily enough. I think you're able to find that. And it's still strange, Desmond.
Oh yeah.
But it's better than nothing. When you shuffle cards, it's kind of a It's kind of all in the thumbs.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
And it's he appreciates the thought, and he'll probably wear it for a little bit, but it's hot and humid here, so eventually he'll peel the leather off and stick it in his pocket. And he's not like embarrassed about his lack of thumb. It's very much like I just all of a sudden don't have a thumb anymore, so I have to
Well, it's more of
readjust
a
how I do
function.
everything.
What is it?
Function.
Function.
Yeah,
Trying to shuffle without a
That's the
thumb
one.
right now.
And, you know,
dude, it's tough.
you can pick up your hat though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and he still has another hand, right? And like he's got mage hand, so he can still like do things, but it's very much he's used to doing things like shuffling a deck of cards as basically his idle animation, right? He's always shuffling cards or something. And for him to go to do that and not have a thumb, it just make a mess.
That's a fun party trick. You shuffle cards one-handed and it somehow works, but it's the invisible mage hand on the other side. So
It
you just
definitely
go like,
is. Yeah,
Ta-da.
no, and that's something he would probably end up practicing now. That he's got like he needs to. But yeah, and he would walk the town and help where he can. It's Desmond. He doesn't do much physical labor, but you know, helping somebody walk from one place to another. He's not a total asshole, but he's definitely not labor intensive.
Desmond is going from person to person, just casting prestidigitation on them, like, motherfucker, you all need a bath.
Essentially, yeah.
This
That
whole
would be
town
kind
will
of
be
good power with
clean.
As weird as it is to say, that would actually be kind of a lifesaver in this situation. In like a medieval society, you're removing the dirt from their wounds.
Yeah, that's fair. But and honestly, Desmond would be like, everything here smells like sea and salt water, and I am so sorry for y'all. So he's trying to clean everybody up, but it's still just like the ocean was here.
Yeah.
Goodbye, third level spell slots.
You are a crazy person.
At some point, when the day starts to wind down, Penance is just going to go sit on whatever's left of the beach for a little bit and collect up some more shells. And just kind of meditate with the waves. Looking for that moving island.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, wait. Exhaustion. Ooh. Those are still really good. First one's a natural 20, but with the disadvantage,
Nice.
it's a 16 plus 4. 30, 20.
Okay.
That's amazing rolls.
Yeah, really good. You look out and you don't see a moving island. However, you do see in between like the choppiness of the wave, there's like something small sticking out of the water. And as you kind of focus and look as the waves kind of move up and down and stuff, there's a moment where that thing turns to the side and you can see a row of fins running down its back. And then you recognize it as a Sahuagin, and when you recognize it, it disappears into the water. It was just staring at the island, almost like it was staring back at you.
I saw another Saguin.
Another
I mean,
one of them.
Technically,
Sahuagins.
he's really just heard Desmond talking about him. So, he doesn't know what the fuck they're called. So, Saguin. There we go.
We call them Shaghumans because they like to shag.
Wow. After being out there for a little while, he'll set up his little half circle, get a little seawater and put it into that central blue and white shell. Kibalwa, protect these people. Give them the strength to survive this. Guide our journey. And then he'll
You see that?
hike back in. Oh wait, go ahead.
You see that shell? You see that shell filled water begins to lift up a few inches off the ground, and then you hear a crunching sound as Saxibus comes out of invisibility, crushing the shell.
Eldritch Blast.
Do you really Eldritch Blaster?
Yes.
Okay. Roll to attack, disadvantage, because it's melee.
And exhausted.
And magic.
And exhaustion.
And,
No, she
and
just
you're
has
exhausted.
resistance to, or advantage on saves. Doesn't have
Oh.
resistance to damage. Oh, those are both not bad. What the hell is my +8? That is a 19.
That hits, roll damage.
Oh wait,
You got 2 shots, by the way.
2 shot. Yep. Second one, same thing.
Okay, roll damage.
8. Nope. 14.
14 points of damage.
Yep.
You shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts into Saxibus, and you hit her right in the face, and there's like a big old like impact cloud that puffs up, and you're kind of just sitting there, and you see this fragments of shell have now fallen to the ground. And then there is a moment of just kind of like silence, and then you hear and then you get hit 2 blasts in your face. You take 14 points of force damage.
Okay.
Penance dies.
Oh no. Penance has almost as many hit points as the tank. He's got a lot.
Yeah.
He's got a beefy constitution. There. I will attempt to dismiss her.
You reel back from this, and like all you can see, like it's still like the impact smoke now coming off of you. You just see her glowing eyes, and they're like flashed over and replaced with Fianna's for a moment, and then you snap your fingers, and it just disperses into flame.
I will spend whatever amount of time necessary to attempt to find a similar shell. Or an equivalent, like large snail shell that you can fill with water.
Roll me investigation.
You find the magic conch?
Yeah. Oh my god. Why with all the
Shit,
disadvantage? Fuck another natural 20. But with disadvantage, it is a 12.
12. You don't find a shell here. At least not right away. But if you're willing to spend some time,
He is. He'll,
take
barring
a couple
waiting
hours.
until darkness falls, and yeah, he won't risk, he's exhausted, he's not gonna risk losing sleep over it, but he will spend the better portion of the afternoon and into early evening looking, if he needs to.
Yeah. Yeah, well, with all the healing and all that stuff that you guys are doing and stuff back then, and then you come down here and kind of sit for a little bit, we'll say that it actually takes you into the fully into the evening.
Okay.
And then which you are able to reconvene with your party. Was there anything that you guys would have liked to have been doing while he was doing that?
Can Shauna make some medicine checks?
Sure.
Can I throw guidance at any of them?
Yes.
Yeah. Boom! 27. That's a natural 20.
Yeah. Shauna, you are a huge help. Like, you are taking care of people and like getting them back on their feet, and like people are like, not only are you like, you know, being there to actually heal people, but you're also raising people's morale. Like a lot of people who kind of just seemed like defeated for a moment now, feel a little bit renewed, and people start looking at you and to you as like their guardian angel.
It makes her feel worse because she feels she's responsible for this all happening.
As you are doing this, you see a fellow sea elf who is casting glances over you. He's an older gentleman. He's got his hair kind of like half up and half down. And you can see like the signs of age on his in his hair, where there's like gray and white streaks along the sides. And he is wearing like not like resplendent robes, but like really nice looking robes. And you can see that his bioluminescence is gone. So you know that he's been on the land for quite some time. But he kind of just sees you and gives you a head nod of respect. But as he's like standing there, you see there's a woman, a human woman, that kind of walks up to him, and they kind of embrace and begin to walk away.
Yeah, I imagine like by the time she's returned to them, Shauna's like arms are like slightly red. Just she has been working herself to the bone trying to help. And when she finally gets back to them, she just kind of slumps into a chair.
Yeah. With all the help that you guys have provided, not only through healing, but actually like helping people, sift through rubble and clear stuff up, you may all have a point of inspiration.
Hell yeah.
At the end of the day, you guys gather back at the Murning residence. Sparky, your mom, in usual fashion, but kind of trying to keep busy herself, has been cooking and cleaning nonstop. When you guys come back in, everything has that smell of freshly cleaned. It's like a little bit of like a lemon scent for that wafts up from the floors, and clothes have been clean. You can see like your clothing hanging up on the clothesline as you guys come up. And you can smell a hearty dinner being cooked on the inside.
She will go to her mom and be like, "Have you heard anything about Dad? Maybe while you were out and about?"
She just shakes her head. No, I haven't.
And she'll tell her mom that I was able to find a boat, and what's the captain's name again? Astro.
No, go.
Go.
No. And I'm gonna tell her she's gonna come with us. Captain the boat. We're taking off early in the morning tomorrow.
Oh.
Well, then I guess it's my job to make sure that you're full up and ready for your journey in the morning. Everybody wash up. Dinner's almost ready. Desmond just... Yep. Snaps clean. You have to snap with your other hand now because you can't do it with your thumbless one.
Did he lose the thumb on his dominant hand?
I believe so.
I can't remember. Probably. I probably would do that to Desmond.
He's gonna head to the springs to go take a soak before dinner. Clear up her mind.
Okay. Do the rest of you join her, or what are you doing?
If I'm back by then, yes.
Yeah, you're back. We're all together now.
I mean, Desmond would go and hang, but he wouldn't get in the water.
Yeah, Shauna will join them, but I think she'd try to do some washing beforehand, because there's definitely like you said, there's blood on her arms and stuff from just the sheer amount of people she was trying to care for at once.
Yeah.
Desmond would actually help Shauna help prestidigitate some of that off of her. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Sylvan.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe Desmond can help you out with that, because I don't think you would have gotten through the door looking like that.
Oh, no. No. But Desmond also understands the sometimes you need to carry something for a little bit before you let yourself remove it. And this one, he's he doesn't blame Shauna for what has happened, but also he's Desmond. You gotta suffer a little bit because y'all making him get in the water, you can be dirty for a little bit. It's fine.
Shauna will still kind of just bow her head at him, but she's just, you can tell she's in that kind of first responder, where they kind of get to the point where they're in trauma. Yeah, they just check out from the situation. Because Shauna has watched this village get destroyed, and she keeps getting dreams of her city just exploding and everybody dying. So it's just kind of at that point where it's just way down on her mental, to the point where she's just
Seeing this, Sparky would probably say some encouraging words like, "It's okay, Shauna. We're gonna figure this thing out. We're gonna get to the bottom of this, and we will try our best to stop it. Okay?"
you see Shauna starts to give you kind of a smile. It's very Wayne. That's the right word.
This is not the time to be discouraged. This is not the time to wallow. It's time to take action. Let's go do this, guys. I know we can. And she looks at Desmond.
Shauna looks at Desmond.
Why are y'all looking at me? All right, I already said I'm going. I thought we were going today. Y'all pushed real hard to get me on a damn boat today. And now I gotta wake up early tomorrow to get on a fucking boat. I'm not real thrilled about it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not exactly looking forward to the trip or nothing. Because we're going to go out to where there's less land than there is now. And hopefully make it so that there's more land tomorrow in the future.
Technically, it's more land at the bottom of the ocean.
There's just a faint glint of mirth back in Shauna's eyes as she goes, "Also, Desmond, if you are worried about waking up early, we could sleep on the boat."
Oh God, no! You will never. I swear to God, if I wake up on that boat, somebody's getting punted. I don't know who it is. I don't know who's going to do the punting either. Because I'll be honest, I probably can't do it. But I will hire somebody large to punt somebody. It might take a little bit. There's not a lot of real tall people here on the island.
FYI, Vader, we have a raiding party of 12 with us today.
Oh.
Oh,
Hi,
what's
Raiders.
going on, Raiders? Oh,
Welcome to the party. We hope you had a
welcome to
decent time.
Elderwynn, Raiders. You guys are just in time to hear these guys bicker about going out to a boat to try to save the world from being flooded by some Sahooligans.
Yeah,
When you
that's
say these
I
guys,
apologize.
It's really just one.
Well, listen, alright. Every time we go on a boat, something horrible happens. Every time I'm near water, somebody dies. My arguments are perfectly valid.
Well, one of the
That's
times
just
we've been
you.
on the boats, you got those fancy little pearls that got you the potion that allows you to breathe underwater. So that was a boat trip.
And that was very kind. You're right. I'm sorry. Of the 5 times I've been on a boat, one of them was a canoe. Barely counts, but whatever. Wasn't the ocean. The one that was nice on the big ocean, we got some nice pearls. That's great. That's 1 of 4. That is not a great ratio.
Are you counting the
things
time you
going
got
well on a
swallowed
boat.
by a giant fish too?
Yeah, that was not a great time.
Okay.
But you came out alive all these times.
You're right. The one time I died to water is because I walked next to it.
Well, technically you fell.
Uh-huh.
You
You're right.
slept.
That distinction is much better. I appreciate you bringing back up my inability to walk down a narrow, wet ledge. Being chased by the fucking Feywild and a very large forest fire, which I'm very proud of, actually. And probably a very pissed off troll.
I'm surprised we haven't had any repercussions from that yet.
Well, I'm kind of burned down the circles, I'm sure.
Yeah,
That will come back to bite us in the butt later.
that's
glad
a
you
problem
brought
for a
company.
later date. Oh, come on.
He's making notes. I hate that I can see the pen.
Yeah.
I hate that. Oh, that's so mean.
Pay no
Desmond,
attention to the man
just-
behind the curtain.
Just think, if we're on the water, it'll be really hard for Malachi to find you.
Fuck Malachi. I ain't worried about that bastard. All right, his
Again,
big.
the pen's gonna come
And
out.
you know that I can take care of his henchmen. So,
I'm sorry. You thinking you can take care of his? You're talking about the big guy who slapped me and I died. Is that what you're referring to there?
Wait.
the big guy that I fought and won.
No, I'm
Malachi
sorry, honey. He
killed
was
you?
flirting with you. No, not Malachi. His right hand man, his bodyguard,
Thug.
his
Damien.
yeah.
Desmond, how many times have you died?
At least twice.
Wow.
To be fair, he just knocked you out. He didn't
Yeah,
kill
that's-
you.
It is Desmond just being overly dramatic for that one, but it was very much that man backhanded Desmond and Desmond splat against the wall like a rotten melon. Like
Yeah.
Well, if all else fails, I hate to use it because it seems like every time I use this magic, it comes with a cost. But if you really, really don't want to be near the water, I can give you some time away from the boat. For 10 minutes. I feel like I have this new... She's gifted me something useful this time, not to kill people.
Squints suspiciously at you. Listen, 10 minutes away would be great, I'm sure. It depends, I guess, on where you're sending me. Because if you send my ass to the Feywild, I'll come back as a corpse.
Up.
What do you mean? What do you mean up?
You'll
There's
find
a
out.
roof above us, parents. I don't
Don't worry.
know if I'm more afraid of the boat right now, or if I'm afraid of penance. That was a terrifying sentence, friend.
Penance, don't kill Desmond.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Again,
I would have many, many things to say about not killing Desmond. Or you. Or Sparky.
which I much appreciate.
I would
I much appreciate being alive
willingly.
most of the time.
But, well, let me know if you need a break from the boat, and we'll certainly see what we can have done.
I'll keep that in mind. So you say we're leaving tomorrow morning? You mean like
Ass on
early
ship
afternoon?
before sun comes up.
I was afraid of
That's
that.
light.
Yep. And don't worry, because Sparky, correct me if I'm wrong, but your dad seemed to be up before the gods and the sun every day. Is it like that on the ship too?
Yeah.
What did I
There's
do
so
to
many
you? I
things
said
you
I
need
was
to
going.
do.
Why are you bullying me now?
Oh, just making
There's so
sure.
many things to do on the ship.
Yeah, so your captain, they got a crew, right? Because
No, we are the crew, Desmond.
all right, so that's a
We
terrible
are not
decision.
putting any more people in danger.
Okay, so let me just work this all the way through here. We're gonna go get on a boat and sail out 2 days and go down to the city for who knows how long, and just leave the captain on the boat by herself, and then we can come back up and sail back 2 days later.
Yes.
Well, we could probably get
All
the
right.
triplets to come help us out if we really wanted.
We could get who?
The triplets.
That almost sounds worse.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure one of them thinks I owe him money, so let's maybe not do that.
What happened?
Wait, did you rip them off?
No, I mean, no. Man spent 2 minutes
Do
of
you
work.
owe them?
No. And he might think I owe him
Why
money,
would you
but I
say
don't.
that?
Well, I mean, I asked the man to make the potions, and he made the potions, and he put them on the table, and he turned around, so I grabbed the potions, and I walked away.
Chana's like Tamaya widen just a bit more. She goes, Desmond, I know you complain a lot, but you're good people.
Yeah, what do you mean complain a lot? I've just been stating facts. You think I'm whining over here?
Yes, you are whining.
This is rude. I swear, I get no respect from you people these days.
Well, besides belly aching, is there anything you guys want to do before you go to bed for the night?
No, I'm just here to bellyache.
I'm pretty sure this
I
goes
imagine
on
we
for a
we do
while.
the 12-hour long rest this time. We sleep hard.
You guys get no sleep at all because Desmond stays up all night just complaining about being on the ship, listing off the ways you can die while out at sea. But eventually, you lull
I
into
cast
sleep.
deafness on myself. Just like
Just yeah, deafness. You don't hear anything. You all fall asleep. While you rest in a small little rented room somewhere on the Eclipse Isle, you see an old man staring into a mirror. As he does so, his eyes flash from normal over to black. And as he stares at himself, his reflection changes to that of a fiery looking woman. Her lips are moving as if she's talking to this man, but we hear no sound. Until the man says,
Yes, my lady. I will see you soon.
and his head thrusts back as he incinerates into a pile of ash. That ash is then sucked into the mirror as we see the visage of this grinning woman fade, leaving an empty reflection in an empty room. This bit of ash left on the floor is blown away by a slight breeze, and that ash transitions over to the Fey realm, where we see the ash of a forest fire now being quenched by a number of Fey firefighters who are working diligently to get the blaze under control. We see a doll viciously thrashing about as somebody holds it by the nape of the neck. We got something strange over here, sir. We hear a grunt and heavy footsteps. And coming into view, towering over this short little like automaladron, a furred hand or claw rather, reaches out and grabs the doll, pinching into it, transforms back into a troll who's viciously struggling, but can do nothing against this strong embrace that it is in. Calm down, son. Tell me everything that happened here. And we see from the troll's point of view, looking up at this 9-foot-tall grizzly bear wearing a ranger's cap.
oh god.
We will get to the bottom of who set this forest fire, and they will pay. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
I'm on off this wild ride. Let me out.
Come on, man. You did not just sick Smokey the Bear on us.
He's gonna be
Smokey
a
the
monk.
Bear, motherfucker!
He's gonna
Coming
beat the
after
crap
you.
out of us.
Only you can prevent forest fires, and you be setting them. He's coming after y'all.
You know what? If we TPK to Smokey the Bear, I'm not going to be upset.
Thank you, Raiders, for joining us. Sorry it was
Yeah.
right at the last end, but check us out over here. We stream Sundays, Mondays, and Wednesdays over here. You can catch our VODs over on the Disorderly Decisions YouTube channel. We could post a link. Definitely come hang out with us. We start streaming usually around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or as we like to call it, the cool person time. Join our Discord, hang out with us in the chat. What do you want from me?
We try to start at 8, It's generally closer
Yeah.
to like 8:20.
We're fashionably late, but if you're here by 8 and ready to go, you'll eventually see us come on here. But thank you guys so much for joining in. I hope you had fun. I hope my players had fun. I am Vader, the Mad, as they call me. I am one of the DMs for our most of our streams going on, but we have other DMs who run stuff. Chuck here runs the Icewind Dale, and Sylvan here runs a homebrew world of Orcanis. They usually switch off on Wednesdays, so come join us Sundays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. Check out our VODs, hang out with us in the Discord, and we hope to see you guys again. From my home to yours, and from my players and I, this is Disorderly Decisions. Go out there into the night between the sacred silence and sleep. Disorder. Disorder. Disorder.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Night, y'all.
Thank you all for coming. Take care.
Zip it up and zip it out.